everyone, welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda, and today I'm going to be starting some more seeds. I'm outside. I'm going to start them outside, but most of these seeds are going to go back inside with me. I've been doing a lot of winter sowing, and I've been also sowing a few seeds inside, but today's seeds, I'm going to be putting them inside. And the first one that I'm going to be doing is some peaches and cream corn. And this is what the seeds look like, and I am going to be doing them in some trays. This time I'm going to put my peaches and cream corn in this large tray. And this is the first time I've ever done this, but I have been doing my research and I am going to try it because last year, if you may remember, if you saw it in my videos when I was planting corn, I was coming out and planting that corn over a couple of times because it did not germinate the first time. So this time I'm going to go ahead and keep an eye on them inside the house until they germinate, and in approximately 3 weeks, I will be planning to be bringing them outside. I'm going to plant some in a raised bed, and I'm going to plant some in ground. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'm also going to be planting some seeds that I ordered from Amazon, but they did not arrive when I thought they should have. And I am going to be planting some more tomato seeds. So these are the tomatoes that I have. I have what's called a Parks Whopper. I don't have any pictures or anything. These are just some, I think they, you know how they do them sometimes. They come like this. So this is a Parks Whopper. I have a Carolina Gold, Early Goliath, Florida 91. I have a LA Roma 3, LA Roma 3, and a Phoenix tomato. So those are the tomatoes that I have that showed up late. And then I got this, there's another sweet pepper that I purchased. It's called the Garden Leader Monster Bell. So I think that this one should get pretty big, so that is why I got it. And then I'm going to be doing some spinach, but I'm not gonna do this spinach in container. I'm going to plant the spinach out into my garden. I'm just gonna sow some of these seeds in the garden. So I first want to show you all my trees. This magnolia has been flowering for some days now, and I have been forgetting to show it to you all. So today I remembered, and I just wanted you all to see how beautiful it is. And it always blooms. It's one of the first trees to bloom in the garden. It's more of a shrub, but it is so beautiful right now, and I am really enjoying it. But I wanted to make sure that I showed it to you all before it stopped blooming these flowers and just started getting leaves. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna moisten my soil just a little. It's already kind of moist, but I want to moisten it some more. And the first seed I'm gonna start is a Phoenix tomato. And y'all, I was just looking online at these seeds, so I don't know anything about a lot of these seeds, but I am just trying to have more tomatoes, try out different varieties so that I can know in the years to come which tomato varieties are really good, which one works well, which one not so well. So I am just going to drop, since I'm using 6 cells, I'm going to drop 1 or 2 in each. So that was the Phoenix. Next one is called the Carolina Gold. Next one is the Parks Whopper. So I am believing that this must be a big tomato, and that is probably why I chose this when I was looking online for these varieties. And so I am going to plant a Parks Whopper. Take one of these seeds and put over here since I ran out and I don't want to stick my hand back in the packet. Okay, the next one is the early Goliath. So the same thing. I feel like this should be a large tomato. I want some really large tomatoes this season. Some tomatoes I know are not going to be large because that is not their variety, but I want some large slicers. And I also got this, the one that I called LA tomato. I think that LA may stand for large Roma, but it says LA Roma 3. So I hope that that is a large Roma tomato. Okay, this one is the early Goliath. Okay, so now let's plant this LA, which I think is a large Roma. Yeah, I'm going to admit to you all that I have gotten so accustomed to ordering those seeds from places like Baker Creek and others that have the pictures on the packet, and I really miss having those pictures on the package. So it's like, you know, they know how to sell those seeds, because it's gotten to be important to me to have those pictures on the package, especially when I'm planting right now, because, you know, I can show it to you all to see, you know, so you can see what the tomato looks like. Just having it like this is okay if I'm just planting it and it's just me, but I really would rather have the picture myself. So yeah, I think that moving forward, you all, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna be ordering these seeds like this, but it's getting harder and harder to order these seeds like this, knowing that, you know, I'm not gonna have any pictures to show, and I don't even know what the tomato looks like anymore myself. So, you know, when I order it, I want to know that it's a pretty tomato, or it's a large tomato, or whatever the case may be. But I'll be able to get it once I get the, you know, I'm just getting this. This is all I'm getting. I don't know if any of you all feel like that also, but I am about to change the way that I order my seeds. Also, another thing I want to mention to you all is that I am also about to change the way that I do my starting my seeds, because I've gotten to the point that I am not happy buying the starting mix. The starting mix is all dried out, and I know there's that thing about the starter mix don't need to have any nutrients in it, you know, all that. The seed has everything it needs, but y'all, I am about to start getting me a regular potting mix. This is some regular potting mix right here, and I'm gonna show you all what I had some starter mix under the bottom, and this is the potting mix. This is the starter mix. And the starter mix was so dry. It took forever to get it moistened up. And it just, it's like disappointment. So I am moving more towards just going ahead, getting a organic potting soil to start my seeds in. And you can tell the difference. That starter mix looks almost red. I need some rich, organic looking soil to start my mixing my seeds in. So this is the finished product. I have my seeds started. I'm going to add some vermiculite, and this is going to keep the gnats down, because I am going to be taking these inside the house. I know I said that, you know, I was starting a lot of my seeds outside. I was trying not to have these seeds all inside, but I'm also going to be sharing some of these plants with some other people. My daughter has said that she is going to go ahead and start gardening also. So you know I got to go ahead and get her some seeds and some seedlings ready. So yeah, I'm going to get these ready and I'm going to take them in the house. So I need to have my vermiculite on top, and this will keep the gnats, and also it will keep the fungus from growing on top. So that one is finished, and next we're going to do the corn. Okay, now we're going to plant our sweet peaches and cream corn. So this is a sweet corn. I planted this last season, and it did really good, except I did have to replant it. So that is why I am going to be putting it into these trays this season. And I will be planting some of this sweet corn in the garden, and I will be planting some in the raised bed. And I have never did this before. I have never planted the corn in trays before. And as you all know, corn is said not to like having its roots disturbed. But what we're going to try to do is to plant this out without disturbing the roots so much. They will be getting disturbed a little, but not so bad. I am only putting one of these kernels in each of these cells. And I am going to cover them back up. I pushed this down in there, and it seems like it still had room to get pushed down some more. So make sure that you push your soil down into your cell so that you won't have a lot of space underneath, and then your seeds end up falling to the bottom. So if you want to try this method just to see how it works, how you like it, then don't be afraid to try new things sometimes. To plant things that they say may not be the best idea, may not work so good. Sometimes you have to see for yourself and try it, and you may find out that it works better than the method that you have been trying that is supposed to be the foolproof method. And that is what I am doing, I'm trying to find out with planting this corn this way. See if I can prevent myself from having to plant this corn more than one time. And last season, the deers came in and were eating my corn. They ate more corn than I did. Although I did get a chance to harvest some corn, and it was very delicious. But this year, I would like to get even more. So that's why I am planting this 72 cell tray full of seeds, so that I will be planting out 72 ears of corn in my garden. I will plant half of them in the raised beds and half of them out into the garden. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back and cover my seeds. And when I plant these, I plan to plant them deep into the garden or into the raised bed. And that is to prevent them from falling over when the wind blows. If you plant them deeper, then you'll have a stronger root system. And when the wind blows, hopefully they'll be able to stand up to the wind. And I will also be putting something around the corn once it grows to prevent the deer from getting them this season. Okay, I gotta turn this over because I got some soil fell in my lid of my little jar here. Okay, so I'm gonna make a label for my corn, and then we're gonna plant some spinach. And this is peaches and cream. I'm going to water it in. And as I said, I will be taking these back inside. I'm gonna let it sit there and drain a little bit before I take it inside. So I am going to also plant some peppers, but I'm gonna take them inside and plant them because I'm gonna put those in a bottle, in a plastic water bottle. So let's plant the spinach. First, I want to go ahead and add my vermiculite to the top of my corn. Okay, now we'll plant some spinach. This is the bed I've chosen to put my spinach in. I've already put my label in the bed. I'm just gonna break my soil up a little. There was a cabbage planted here, so I just recently pulled the cabbage out of here. So this is where I'm going to plant this spinach. And this is a giant spinach. I'm just going to lightly sow my seeds in this area. Move the weeds. So now I'm just gonna water my spinach seeds in. And there is some other things planted in this area. Right here, I have some kale planted. And there is some lettuce right there. So there is some other things planted in this area also. So this bed hopefully will be filling up with some spinach, lettuce, and kale. And I also sowed some more spinach seeds in this area where these seeds did not germinate really good. I have some germination on the spinach that I planted over in the corner right there. But it did not germinate all over the bed, so I sprinkled some more seeds in there. First, it don't succeed, try again. I hope that y'all have enjoyed the video today and that you'll give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you have not already subscribed. Go ahead, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.